For our project, we looked at drought-related Amazonian fires' impact on carbon emissions. In the rest of this presentation, we will look at the role of deforestation, drought effects on carbon emissions, the resulting positive feedback loop, how the authors of the article reached these conclusions, and why this is an important topic. So one thing the article addresses is the question, is reducing deforestation enough? As we can see, there's been a decrease in annual deforestation, while the percentage of land protected has been increasing. And by 2015, Brazil had accomplished a 66% reduction in Amazonian deforestation rates. And these graphs from the article reiterate this positive change. Graph A shows the decrease in deforestation rates, and Graph C, which shows the reported Brazilian net land use and land cover change related CO2 emission estimates, exhibits a similar trend. However, these effects aren't seen in the bottom two graphs. Graph B shows no clear pattern in fire counts, and Graph D, which shows the measurements of pollution in the troposphere CO total column data, has no clear change. So if we have made such good progress in reducing deforestation, why don't we see the results in total carbon emissions? Well, to answer this question, we have to look at where droughts fit into this picture. How are droughts affecting the total carbon emissions? Well, the fact that fire counts aren't decreasing shows us that there are fires unrelated to deforestation occurring. And drought-induced fires are increasingly playing a larger role than deforestation in carbon emissions. As a result, and as we saw in the previous graphs, a decrease in deforestation isn't going to lead to the direct decrease in carbon emissions that we hoped for. Additionally, droughts are making the fires in the Amazon worse. They are causing more tree mortality and leaf shedding, which make for more flammable conditions. Similarly, characteristics of human-modified forests like greater canopy openings, larger stocks of dead material, a drier microclimate, and lower wood density species are also more flammable. All of this makes for more intense fires, which are then able to reach different forest types and also previously undisturbed forests.
One of the main takeaways in this article is the positive feedback loop that takes place relating to sea temperatures, droughts, and overall increase in fires in Amazonia. So first, if there's an increase in gross carbon emissions due to fires, that causes changes in radiative forcing and declining in northern hemisphere aerosol production, and that causes variation in sea surface temperature, which also causes large-scale atmospheric circulation patterns in the Hadley cell, and that causes swings in precipitation in Amazonia, which in the end increases forest fires in Amazonia. So there are a lot of factors in this study, which causes researchers to analyze the last 13 years of monthly time series of sea surface temperature anomalies, suite of satellite-derived rainfall, active fire detections, atmospheric carbon monoxide, annual deforestation, and burn area data for the Brazilian Amazon. And they had to research all of this because not only did they have to prove the causation of sea surface temperature anomalies with droughts and fires, but deforestation caused by humans they had to research. And at the right, we can see spatial patterns of water deficit and active fire incidents in the Brazilian Amazon. And there's a correlation between water deficit and active fires in their respective areas. Lastly, why is this article important? It causes other knock-on effects, but droughts also cause water deficits, obviously. Tree mortality and leaf shedding, which both cause an increase in incident radiation levels. And the researchers of this article also demanded for policy change. So they demand for stricter limitations of deforestation and land use in Amazonia. They must prioritize non-deforestation fire reduction, and that the government should manage farming activities to make sure people aren't using agricultural practices such as slash and burn, for example.
To end, here's a model that just gives an overview of what was covered in the article and this presentation. The sooner we understand what has been occurring, the sooner we can address these issues and try to repair some of the damage that has already been done.